And welcome to your maths tutorial for Tuesday the 16th of February. We're doing columns for Wednesdays and Thursdays columns today, and then tomorrow you'll be doing the week 22 assessment at the back of the book. So for number 1 you have to express 9 millimetres as a fraction of a metre. So before you can do that you need to think about, well, a metre is how many centimetres? 100 centimetres. And each of those centimetres was made up of 10 millimetres. So that's to work out your denominator, bottom part, you need to think about that. So you had 100 centimetres and each of those had 10 to create your bottom denominator, and then you can pop your 9 millimetres over it. So you need to express, I suppose, a metre in millimetres at the bottom and then the 9 millimetres on the top. 200 millilitres cost this. How much for 1.4 litres? So 1.4 litres are, another way to say that is 1,400 millilitres. So think about your 2 times tables. You could go ahead and start subtracting 200 from this to see how many times you can take 200 away from it, to see how many, how many 200 mils you can take away from this. Let's say you got 5 of them. Well, then you multiply the 5 by 40 cents to get your price, because you got 5 of the 40 cents. Another way to think of it is, well, look at your 200 millilitres and look at your 1,400 millilitres here. And think of your 2 times tables. 2 by something makes 14. All they've done is add on zeros here. 200 by something gave you 1,400. That might help you get to how many times this goes into this number and then work out your price from there. You're adding 47 minutes onto that. That was okay. Number 4, school opens at 10 a.m. and closes at 3:15 p.m. How long does it last? You can just count up in your own head, like going 10 past 10, 10 past 11, like that. If you're going to subtract, put this number on the top, but change it to the 24-hour clock, so it'll be 15:15, subtract 9:10. But like I say, you can just count up on your fingers, like 1 hour later will be 10:10, 2 hours 11:10, 3 hours 12:10, until you get to kind of like near this time. Expressing this in grams, remembering that to find the 1/8 part you need to divide 8 into 1,000, because 1,000 grams makes a kg, multiply by 1. Rounding this to the nearest 100, so find the 100 position, the number in the 100 position, look to the number to the right of it, the 10, and decide, is the 10 5 or more, will the 100 go up, or is the 10 4 and lower and the 100 stays the same. 3¼ meters, very similar to this one, except you need to remember that there are 100 centimeters in a meter. So you're finding 1/4 of 100 here, whereas you're finding 1/8 of 1,000 here. What fraction of 12 is 8? So you're going to pop 8 over 12 and simplify. What's the value of the 6 in this number? Subtracting here. Circle the odd one out. This took me a little while just to kind of, see it. Sometimes that can happen. I was kind of looking as I wrote it. How many even compared to odd do I have? And that didn't really work out for me. Then I was looking at prime and composite, and that wasn't right. So have a look and see. There is something that separates one from the other group. Divide 3 into this. It goes, I'm trying to see, does it go evenly here? Looking at my notes. It does. The next one then, you're adding these, and as you can see, they're all over the shop. There's percentages, fractions, decimal fractions. You want a percentage as the answer, so it might be handy to just change them to percentages right now. So finding 3/5 is a percentage. So think about, what do you multiply 5 by to get to 100 at the bottom? And multiply 3 by the top, by the same amount, and that will give you your percentage. This should be easy enough to change into percentage, in that that's in the 100th position anyway, so it's out of 100, and then you add them for your percentage. What is x then? So you're thinking to yourself, this plus 10 gave me 37, so whatever happens in this bracket needs to give me 27, right? Because 27 plus 10 is 37. So working out x, knowing that the total from the bracket has to be 27. Find the average of these numbers. Three people share a pizza. John had 1/2 and the other half is split between George and Claire. What percentage did he have? A lamb costs this per kg, a ewe this per kg. How much for 2 lambs weighing? So, you know that it's this price for each kg. You have 35 of those kg, so this is going to be multiplying these two for 1 lamb and then double it for 2 for the ewes and then totaling it. And then 40% of the children in school are boys. If 170 boys attend the school, how many are girls? So 40% is 170 because that's the boys in the school and that's the boys in the school. So if 40% are boys, what percentage are girls? So like percent means out of 100. So it's 40 from 100. Then what I did was I made them fractions. And I got down to like, at least I don't want to tell you what fractions they are, but I got down to, 1 as my numerator, 1 over whatever is a certain amount. And then I knew the numerator for the girls' amount and just multiply by that much. Like if I come out of here and just give you an example of what I mean. Like if I said to you, let me make this bigger. If I said to you that 30% of the class were boys and that 30% was the same as 200 people. So I know that if that's boys, if 30% are boys, then 70% have to be girls because that's what's left out of the 100. Okay, so my 30% was the same as 200 are boys, 70% must be girls. So 30% as a fraction, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. 30% as a fraction then, I know in its simplest form is 3 over 10. And then the girls would be 7 over 10. So then, like I said to you, I want to get down to a numerator of 1. So what I do is I'm just thinking I might change this just to make it, I just realized. Yeah, I'll do 40% and 60%. And then this goes down to 4 over 10, which is 2/5. And then this is 3/5. Sorry, just for division purposes. So I said to you, I know this 2/5, which is the same as this, is €200. I want, or 200 boys. I want to get down to 1/5. So I need to get rid of that 2. And how I do it is I divide 200 by 2. Now I can't remember how to do the division sign symbol. We'll just do this. 200 divided by 5, I know gives me, 200 divided by 2 gives me 100. So 1/5 of the children is 100 children. And we want to know the girls, which is 3/5. So I want to multiply it by 3 now, because I want to know what 3/5 are. So 3/5, sorry, I forgot that I have to come in from the side. So then 3/5, to find out my girls, would mean I have to get the 100 and multiply it by 3 to give me 300. So 40% were boys, which was 200, it was the same as 200. And from that, I figured out that, 60 have to be the girls. Change them to fractions. 40 is 2/5, 60 is 3/5. Got it down to 1/5 because then you can work out everything from there. 1/5 meant I had to get rid of this 2, so I divided the 2 into the 200 boys to give 100 boys, and then to figure out the 3/5, which is the girls, I multiplied the 100 by 3. So that's a similar thing to what you have to do in, sorry, the light is shining here on me, that's what you have to do for 18. Number 1 on Thursday. You work out this bracket, get an answer, and then you'll see, whatever this answer is, added to whatever happens in here has to give me an answer of 17. So you'll figure out what is missing between this and 17. And then you'll be able to figure out, right, I need to divide 72 by this amount to get a certain answer that adds to this to make 17. How many degrees warmer is 6 degrees then minus 3? So you're going from 6 degrees positive plus all the way through the zeros down to minus 3. You're going to express this in centimeters, remembering there are 100 centimeters per meter, so you're finding 1/8 of 100. Adding the time here, how many hours between those two. Just checking my notes to see would I give any advice there. You can, like, similar to the one here, you can count up and go like, well, 12, 10, like that, and get to 3 or to 1 p.m. What I did was I expressed this as a 24-hour clock. So I said it was 1300 minus 1110. So in grams, and remember it's out of 1,000. You need 1/4 of 1,000. Rounding this to the nearest zero. Expressing 16 as a fraction of 32, so popping it over 32 and simplifying. What's the value of 4 in this number? A subtraction here. Dividing that in, and it goes evenly. Which is the largest number here? Adding these to get a percentage. Again, I'd just maybe change these straight away to a percentage to make it easier. What's 1/4 as a percentage? So what do you have to multiply 4 by to get a denominator of 100? Multiply 1 by the same amount, and that'll get you your percentage here. And then it should be easy enough to find the percentage because the 7 here is in the 100th position. Add. What angle is made by the hands of a clock that shows 12:15? There's the angle there. What 2D shape has 9 sides? For number 16, how much for 2 adults and 1 student? So initially I thought it said 2 students. So you'll see in my answers I initially did this incorrectly, but it's 2 adults. So there's 1 adult, you want to double it, and a student. What is the saving for 2 adults and 2 children if they buy a family ticket? So you need to figure out what it would be without a family ticket and then find the difference. Who will pay more, 3 children or 3 adults? So you take a child's price and triple it. Then you take the adult's price and triple it and see who would be paying more. That's your work for Tuesday. If there's anything else that you feel I didn't get to explain enough for you, message me and I can go through it for you. Best of luck.